Over 40 years ago, I decided to enter a talent show at the University of Maryland. With shaky legs, my juggling balls in hand, I juggled my way to a win. Little did I know that my approach to putting that show together was one of the key reasons why I won that talent show. Let's have ourselves a pocket-sized pep talk because I had stumbled upon one of the most important presentation techniques a presenter can follow. I'll tell you what it is and why it carried me to victory, and how it might help you.
A pocket-sized pep talk, the podcast that can help energize your business and your life with a quick, inspiring message. Now, here's your host, Rob Jollis.
You may not know this about me, but once upon a time, I was a pretty darn good juggler. I could juggle in a weave, in a circle, off the floor, off the wall, around my back, crowd favorite, off my knees, and off my head. As my piece de resistance, I brought an apple into my juggling performance and ate it while I juggled. I became quite a proficient juggler, although one of my biggest challenges was learning how to best put together my many tricks to produce the most compelling show I could perform. Through trial and error, I shifted my tricks around as I tried to create the perfect act. I tried coming out explosively, leading with my best trick, but I found I had trouble holding my audience. What's more, once I performed my best trick, the rest of the performance kind of slid downhill. Then I tried holding back my best trick for the end, but I found I had trouble getting the attention of my audience, let alone effectively building momentum. I finally settled on a formula that worked for me. I took my second favorite move, an around the back crowd favorite, and opened the show with it. This allowed me to grab the attention of my audience, and yet I still held something back for later. Of course, I sprinkled in a number of other moves throughout to maintain the attention of my audience. But then, at the end, I brought out the big guns, la pièce de résistance, the apple. Okay, I was just a juggler, but the crowd went nuts over that apple. By golly, I had a formula for a performance that worked. Now, let's shift to you and your presentation. How are you organizing your material? You have tricks too. You may have compelling stories, creative exercises, analogies, metaphors, dramatic visual aids, and more. The formula applies here and requires you to ask yourself the same two questions. What's my second best trick? That's the one you open your presentation with. What's my best trick? That's the one you close your presentation with. When you start a presentation with strength and you finish a presentation with even more strength, a lot can be forgiven in between. This doesn't mean the body of a presentation should be ignored, but it does remind us how critical the strategic placement of key presentation components really is. This simple formula will help you to do just that.
Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's show, please rate and recommend it on iTunes, Outcast, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also get more information on this show and Rob at jollis.com.